Hey guys, great Friday evening. Hey, es viernes y Erasmo lo sabe. Thank y'all for coming on tonight. Again, we're going to do our live segments of Brownsville Talk. And again, because of Facebook jail, hey, Pineda, how you doing? Because of Facebook jail, we'll be doing it from Frankie the Fish's page. How you doing, Frankie the Fish?
Right, Frankie. How's it going, everybody? It's been a while. It feels like a couple of days have been too long, but we're glad to be back. Thank you guys for your patience. And how's it going, Carlos? How you doing on your end?
Hey, Chris.
Doing good. I'm doing good. Just here, surviving.
Well, it's good to see, good to hear from you, Carlos. Actually, one of the things, hey guys, one of the things that we want to do is to bring it in different formats. And what again, one of the things that I'm trying to tell people out there is that we're going to book.
It's been a while. It feels like a couple of days. It's been
okay. There's a little feedback there from someone.
Thank you guys for your patience. And how's it going, Carlos? How you doing on your end?
Hey, Chris. Doing good. I'm doing good. Just surviving.
Hello. All righty. All right. We had a little bit of.
Guys, one of the things that we want to do
we have still we have feedback.
Carlos, your feedback
out there is
perfect.
There you go.
Yes. Okay. And guys, that's why we're going to do Instagram live. We're going to do YouTube live, and and we're going to do, of course, Facebook live through Frankie the Fish's page. And one of the things that I think that's very important for us to realize that one of the important factors in regards to the Rona is one thing that we've been mentioning for a while. No, Danny, we can't do that, Danny. Hola, Alma, how's it going? What's up, Pedro? Thank y'all for being here. Again, one of the things that is most important is, we made mention in regards to the numbers, how, there's a lot of cases out there in regards to, hey, the face masks are coming soon. In regards to, hey, there's so many positives, and all this other stuff going out there. Well, the number that we really need to focus on is the number of deaths that we've had from the Rona here in our area. And tonight, we learned that we had yet another death. We had another death here in Cameron County, and actually, it's brought up the Rio Grande Valley numbers to 9 deaths in the Rio Grande Valley.
Horrible.
It's not a great thing. And again, one of the things that's very interesting in regards to the numbers of the Rona is that, again, we're seeing a 6-year-old amongst the individuals that have been infected. And, it's always very disheartening. I mean, not only to see individuals of, that are elderly, but it's also, very, very sad to see young children, young children out there. So again, it's something that we need to monitor very, very well. I mean, do y'all think that we've been successful enough in regards to being preventive and proactive in regards to not getting more people to fall victims of the Rona? Carlos, how do you think we've been doing?
Social distancing has helped.
Thank you,
but,
Red.
I don't know. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, the social distancing has been helping, and you can see the numbers going down. But if they want to, open up the floodgates again, I think what's going to happen is that you're going to see that spike go up again, and you're going to have more deaths. I mean, people are dying today. There's another death, right?
Another death,
Frankie.
Yeah, that is correct.
True, Simon.
The only thing keeping that curve low is the social distancing, the measures that everybody's taking, the facial coverings, the disinfecting, the hand washing, staying home.
I think it's one of the hardest things to do for individuals, to stay at home. One of the things that we've always said before is that how how before we used to say, oh, me quiero quedar en la casa, quiero ver televisión todo el día. Thank you, Juan. But now that we actually have to do it, now we're going like, I want to go back to work. And some of the students out there, I want to go back to school. And, and it's just become one of those things. So now it's like, don't be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. And aquí, that's what happens. Frankie, what do you think about the numbers, Frankie?
Yeah, that is correct. Again, hats off to Mayor and our county judge. They did advise us a couple weeks ago to embrace the worst. And truth be told, we've been getting a steady incline of numbers. Last Friday we were at 159, and today we're at 270. So we're seeing a high spike in numbers. 77-year-old from Los Fresnos, if I'm not mistaken, just passed away. So we do have 9 deaths in the county in the Rio Grande Valley.
In the Rio Grande Valley.
So I am a little bit alarmed as to, we have our governor at the urgence of the president want to open up shop, so to speak. We living in Brownsville, living in a border city, we have the flow of traffic from Matamoros and the Reynosa area in Hidalgo County. So it is very alarming, Erasmo. I do anticipate these numbers to continue to rise. It's left unsaid to see when we'll see ourselves plateau. But that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about our proximity to Matamoros. Mexico as a country is not actively taking, a positive stance in regards to this virus. So I am alarmed for opening up shop.
I have Xbox
in the near future.
Well, let me tell you something. One of the things, thank y'all guys for being patient. One of the things that really bothers me is that they're being very slow in regards to a lot of the reporting out there. One of the things, hey, Martha, one of the things that really bothered me is that yesterday, apenas ayer, they announced the death of that 82-year-old woman. Do you remember that? Now,
yes.
When did we learn about the woman that passed away? When did we learn about the woman that passed away that is 82 years old? You remember? Anyone?
Was that the first one?
No, the person that passed away that was 82 years old. We learned about it on
through social media.
Through social media. Hey, Chris, how you doing, Chris? Good to talk to you, Matthew.
It was on a Sunday, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was on a Saturday or Sunday.
It was a Sunday at 3:00 in the morning. See, that's when we found out about the person that was 82 years old that passed away. This was Sunday, and we find out. I'm sorry, I only got Xbox. BISD can not open schools anymore because of the governor. That's right, Matthew. It's done. But let me tell you, we found out that this lady passed away on Sunday, and at 3:00 in the morning, we out there and went out and posted about it on at about 11:00 in the day because I was at church, believe it or not, and we don't find out about it till Thursday. Why did it take the county 4 days for us to find out? It makes no sense. It's the kind of stuff that I think we need to be let known about. The sooner the better. Why does it have to take 4 days for them to finally report it? I'll get a PS4
and then after 4 days, how many people in contact with these individuals that have had this virus? Again, it goes back to how are we going to do what are we going to do to prevent? What are we going to do to stop this peak? What are we going to do to make sure that it doesn't continue to spread? I mean, it's unbelievable. Not only that, just look at New York. New York is, and they're going worldwide looking for nurses to be able to go over there and take care of the epidemic that they have, because of course, that is where, the majority of the cases are at. And so what's happening is, if they're that bad, what do we expect for us to do here?
Well, it's just, it boggles my mind that it takes that long. Now, one of the things that I did learn was that a lot of times there's a lack of communication, because I remember that the city was saying, oh, we got all these number of individuals. that are have tested positive. Mayor Mendez went out there and posted that there were 10 people that had tested positive. And when we got back the notification that night from the county, there was like 3 people on there or something. And go like, well, what happened to all the rest of the people here in Brownsville that were supposed to be on that list? What happens is that everyone wants to be the first one to post it out there and report it. So now they want to centralize everything to the county. Well, we can't afford to wait 10 days. We can't afford to wait 2, 3, 4 days for them to let us know that the number of people here in Brownsville that are coming out positive has increased exponentially. We need to know immediately. I mean, we're in the age of technology where you're supposed to find out stuff al momento, rápido. Hey, Al, good to see you. You know, why is it that we have to wait? You know, why is it that we have to wait so long? You are, William.
I agree, especially right now. The time is of the essence. There is a hard time in locating these people who have been in contact with the individuals who have come out positive. So, you know,
hello, Leo.
I understand from the public health officials, they do have a very hard job to identify, isolate, and quarantine these people. So, you know, time is of the essence. It is important for the information to be disseminated, whether through Facebook, whether through a presser. But the faster the information gets thrown out there, you know, the better for the community as a whole.
How do they know our test rates have plateaued? Actually, Simon, that's a very, very good question. How do we know our test rates have plateaued? And actually, because of the misinformation, we really don't know. I really think that we're still spiking. Hi, Lucy. How you doing? I still think that we're still spiking. I don't think we're plateaued in any shape, way, or form. I mean, we weren't supposed to reach our peak till this week. I mean, how could they even start to think that things are going to start to go back to normal? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Now, as of today, we did have, se me está abriendo el botón de la camisa, we actually had three press conferences, you might want to say. The first one out there was the judge, Eddie Trevino. No, you teach you your ways. Eddie Trevino was out there. We have not peaked. We have not peaked in any way, shape, or form. Eddie Trevino went out there and basically just gave us the numbers, let us know about that one death that happened. But again, we're not getting enough information, guys. We're not. Today, they are going to let people die. Yes, they are. Thinning out the herd. I really believe that's what's happening.
Yeah, I think the best way of getting information is just like you're doing it, Erasmo and Frankie. You put it out there every day. You make sure that people are aware of the information coming in on a daily basis, and not 3 or 4 days later. Because what's happening is that they're just delaying this peak. You know, if you don't put out the information out there, and you don't tell people, you know what, how many people are infected, especially here locally, then we're going to continue going out there and you know, and just keep spreading this virus.
We are. And Chris is asking in regards to the BISD meeting. Will I cover it? You're very right, Simon. In regards to we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what I want to talk about first is the Cameron County meeting. But you're right, Simon. You're right on the spot. I want to talk about the county meeting. Frankie, what did you learn from Cameron County judge today?
I learned that you know, the numbers are high. There were 270 when he made the press conference. You know, shortly thereafter, we did get this breaking news momentarily, but we have not seen a downward spike. And he spoke about the president, the governor wanting to reopen. He has had a conference call. Justin Trevino has had a conference call with the other county judges from Hidalgo, Star, and Willacy County. And Cameron County is extending the shelter in place to May the 4th. So you know, I'm scared. I'm afraid to say that Cameron County is looking up to Austin, and sooner rather than later, we will be seeing that they will be opening up certain businesses within the next few weeks. According with the governor, Cameron County is going to allow certain businesses to open up. So, you know, we did receive a lot of numbers. He did focus on the 96 that have recovered. from testing positive. But overall, it was just a message of the number of cases, which was 270, that the county will be extending its shelter in place to May the 4th, and we shall be seeing businesses open in the very near future.
Letty is saying profits over lives. This is a recipe for disaster, 100%. But I like Simon's comment out here. Simon's saying, with no testing, how can they estimate anything? And that's very true. They can't. Now they make mention, oh, we've tested 500 people. That's nothing. That doesn't give us a clear idea in regards to how severe the problem is over there. Would you rejoin the board if you could? Yes, 100%. This November, let's go fishing. We can't, but afterwards we will, guys. It's a recipe for disaster. I agree completely over here. It's a recipe for disaster. We have to make sure that before pushing forward in regards to let everything go. Everything's going to be okay. We don't even know how many people out there that are walking around without being positive and actually out there going and infecting other people. We have to be very, very, very cautious. I mean, I think that what the Judge Trevino was trying to say out there is that we have to take it slow. Have to take it slow. There's no rush to open the county, which is actually a good thing. There is no rush to open the county. We have to be patient. We have to rush. For anyone out there that wants to, let's push it forward. Southwestern Keys is a problem that we'll talk about later on. But anyone out there like the Minerva, who it's a hoax. It's the Republicans it's the Democrats that hate Trump. Minerva's crazy. That's one crazy individual. So no, I mean, it's not a hoax. It's something that we have to take serious. If we don't take precaution measures right now, we are going to be in trouble. We are going to be in trouble. I mean, we already had two nursing home outbreaks. Washington had one. New York had one. And New Jersey had two as well. It's a disaster waiting to happen. And I hate to say it. But we're going to get many deaths right after a couple of days from the veranda and the Windsor atrium stuff. I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, I feel bad for everyone out there that that has family members in there, but we should be expecting those numbers to go up. No.
Yes, by all means, it is going to go up. I mean, you're right. When information is 4 or 5 days late, so what's happening is that you're getting this information 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, maybe 10 days late. The amount of testing done, if the numbers are saying 500, out of how many people live in the county? I mean, you're talking about not even 1%.
No.
How many people are actually infected and don't even know, and they're still out there moving around and socializing, and now they want to open up everything again? So just expect that peak, and the amount of deaths that there's a potential to be, if it continues to go the way it is. I mean, we're going to be in a world of hurt, Erasmo.
In a very big word hurt. And again, we got to slow down, guys. We got to make sure that other individuals got tested. I mean, we just can't chew with your mouth closed, cochino. Sorry. I'm trying to eat my M&Ms. But, we have to be very cautious. Not enough people have been out there and been tested. And again, how many individuals have tested positive from the different big companies that are here locally that we'll never find out about? Too many. I mean, I found out that one individual got sent to Valley Regional Hospital today, and I found out because a friend told me. But again, no one is saying anything. It's like they're trying to fudge the numbers. They're trying to keep everything hidden and in wraps. We can't afford to do that. That's one of the reasons why I'm so upset with being thrown in Facebook jail. It's not a great thing. But very fortunate that we still have Instagram, we still have Twitter, and we still have YouTube. That's why I'm saying it, and I'll say it again. I need y'all's help. Go to YouTube and share the page. Get people out there.
Yes, share the page and make sure that everybody knows, and that there's other avenues that are being used to disseminate information. And talking about
I love you too, Daddy.
Going to the hospital. The things that are the people that are going to the hospital. I'm glad to say that I guess the city of Brownsville has opened up the floodgates so that private ambulances come here and help help the city of Brownsville, because they only have 7 ambulances. I was out in town. I went to go shop today at HEB, went to Sam's, and you see multiple private agencies helping out the city of Brownsville. So if they're allowing these private ambulances to come in and help the city of Brownsville, kudos to those individuals who did that. Their needs, or or Jessica or Mugia, or the mayor, or anybody to help out with what's going on, which is that peak and that rise. So hats off to any individual that allowed these private ambulances to come here and start helping out the city of Brownsville. Run these individuals who are sick to either our local hospitals or maybe outside of the city. I'm not sure.
Well, let me tell you, Carlos, one of the things that it's very telling that they actually allowed those private ambulances to come. That lets us know that they are expecting something traumatic coming to the city of Brownsville or to our area.
I'm glad you said it, not I. Thank you, Erasmo.
So they're expecting it, guys. And Commissioner Tetreault actually went out there on one of her posts out there. Hey, Danny, how you doing? And went out there and said that horrible things are coming. But doesn't serve us any. Tell us what the hell is coming. Don't just give us something bad's coming. Give us something.
And what do you?
Hey,
what are you doing to prepare for it?
Yeah, I mean, we have to be prepared. That is why, again, we have to keep each other informed. Look, one of the things that people can call me anything they want. Erasmo, que panochón, que ra, que this. They can call me anything they want. But I try to do my best to keep my people informed. And again, they're not dishing out the information that we need. And that's what happened with Southwestern Keys. They've already asked that question. Southwestern Keys is keeping everything very, very hush-hush. We've gotten word that they've got some people there that, aren't doing so well. I heard also that they finally started giving them proper PPE, but they're giving them very little, not enough. We were out there saying for a while that Amphils was out there having some trouble with some positive cases, and they try to keep it very hidden. Thank you. I am your voice, and I want you to be my voice, guys. Again, we have to be out there and tell people, remind people that there's our people are working in these companies. Our people are working at these billion-dollar companies that only make a couple of people out there rich. I mean, wait a minute. We have to live the rest of our lives with our people down here. We have to protect our people. We have to protect our own. If we don't protect them, who's going to protect them? I appreciate what you do, Pedro. Thank you for being here. Simon is right. Simon, you're so right. Simon is very, very bright. The numbers will boom in a few weeks. Actually, Simon, I think they're going to start booming for us this next week. Mid or late next week, we're going to see something very, very chaotic. I think you're very right. Frankie, the other thing that we saw today was the governor.
Thank you, Ash. That's right. The governor came on, and one of the first things that he said was that the schools are going to remain closed for the remainder of the year. Previously, he had given the date of May the 4th as the expected return date for the state of Texas. As we see throughout the world and throughout the United States, it's not getting any better.
It's not getting better.
We are thankful that the governor did take this measure in regards to the protection of the students and the staff of these public schools. The stay-at-home that was issued has more, I guess, additional orders. The possibility of him removing the stay-at-home orders would be on April the 27th, and social distancing will be reduced. So we are seeing the state of Texas being the very first state to open up business in the United States. So it's very alarming. We do see here the cases in the state of Texas, and we don't expect them to plateau anytime soon. So it's going to be very interesting these next couple of weeks to see if and when we do see a decrease in positive results. I would say that we do have a lack of testing, obviously, countywide and throughout the state. So I think it's a bad call for the governor to put people in this predicament of opening up shop.
Again, Simon. I mean, Simon is right on point. I mean, you need to make your own live show, Simon. Really, and I'm not even joking about that. You really should consider throwing out your live show to keep people informed of a lot of the information. Everyone out there that has, who's woke like that, you are woke, bro. Let me tell you, one of the things that I was surprised mostly by the governor's call was that he finally came out. He finally came out and said, "Hey guys, the school year's over. Over. I have heard that we will not peak until the 3rd or 4th week of May. I'm thinking it's coming next week when we start to see a lot of the deaths, and then all of a sudden the 2 week people come back. But again, we'll see. I mean, it could happen. I still can't believe no testing. You're very right. And again, Simon, start an info page out there, guys. We've been saying for the past 3-4 weeks, school year has to end. Who were the first people out there saying it? They have to end. Now, it isn't a thing like, oh, Erasmo's just saying it. No, it's what makes sense. I mean, it's common sense. No one is going to send their kids back to school. And now, I mean, it's like, oh, well, now that the governor says it, now we're going to, not go to school. We've been saying it for weeks. For weeks. Why is it that things that make sense are so hard for these people? Why is it that they don't grasp, what for normal people would be like, just, hey, man, it's the right thing to do. And it's the right thing to do to close out the school year and say no one is going back. No one's going to step on the campus anymore until we get a grasp of this and until we are prepared for what is to come. And we're not prepared. We're not prepared.
No, not even close.
Now, after the governor basically gave the order for something, you're cute, gave the order in regards to why something that we'd already said. Well, then BISD had their meeting. I don't know if y'all were aware, but BISD had their meeting with a board and everything. It's not, and the board and the superintendent, and it was chaotic. It was a mess. And someone posted it up here. There. That BISD meeting was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. Everybody focusing on negative things. Superintendent was like, anything good?
Crazy.
Watch People's Radio on YouTube. Has all the information you need. Simon, I want you to make your own video out there. I want you to start your own little channel and inform people out there. And I was like, what did Emma Guevara expose about BISD? Preach, brother. I mean, there you got a kindergarten teacher. I mean, that's letting them have it, who's coming out and saying, hey, you know what? It's horrible for us teachers out here. We're having a horrible experience. I mean, I appreciate people. They have enough guts to come forward and tell the truth. Tell the truth. And it could have cost her job. But let's go back into the BISD meeting. Man, oh man, what a disaster. What a disaster. It started off on the wrong foot because they had a live mic on before the meeting. Preach, Danny. Thank you, Gracie. They had a live mic on, and one of the deputy superintendents, does anybody have the recording out there?
You want me to play it?
Yeah, one of the deputy.
Play it.
The deputy superintendent, Dr. Cantu, right before the meeting. Thank you, Andres. Right before the meeting, said this. You ready?
I'm going. Give me 1 second.
There could be only one, Danny. You're amazing. Right before the meeting, Dr. Cantu said the following. The topic of BISD meeting was the cash. It's all about the cash. Here it comes. Ready? Listen.
That's good thinking, though. Let's just, and that's going to be hooked up to a computer? Oh, shit. I didn't hook up my PowerPoint.
Could y'all hear that? Hola, Naya.
Oh.
Ana.
Play again.
Did y'all hear that?
That's good thinking, though. And that's going to be hooked up to the computer? Oh, shit.
I actually posted it on Instagram, guys, and on Twitter. What a fuck! That was hilarious. Oh crap!
What she talking about? The things they're doing for the team, the council, the administration, that they're falling short of it, or what was she talking about?
Oh my goodness! The topic of BISD meeting was money, 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 money. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins for them.
Hey, Erasmo.
Yeah.
Hey, Erasmo. What I got from that meeting was that if they were not going to recover 75% of the money for the employees, they were not counted. So if they didn't bring in, if the employees didn't bring a value to the district, guess what? They were left out, and everybody got left out except the teachers.
Well, you know what? You know what, man? You know what really ticks me off? It really ticks me off. Así estarán. Yeah. You know what really ticks me off? De que smaller districts like Seguin and San Benito, they not only thought
just go to San Benito.
They not only thought of it first. San Benito gave their people out there that had anything to do with contact with students, with education, with technology, they gave them $500. $500
and a 4% raise.
And a 4% raise. This is San Benito. San Benito is un rancho. It's a ranch. I think Southmost. And I love San Benito. Don't get me wrong.
Can I play it again real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Play it again.
Play it again.
Let's check it.
And that's going to be hooked up to the computer? Oh, shit.
Oh, what did you just say?
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap.
And that's going to be hooked up to the computer? Oh, shit.
Oh,
I think she was talking about, oh, crap, we're not going to give all the other employees who are valuable to BIZ the money that they deserve for doing the work for BIZ.
I'm just joking, Hilda. I'm just joking, Hilda. I love San Benito. Actually, I love San Benito. I'm just joking. I actually talked to the school board members up in San Benito, and I was amazed. And the reason why they wanted to give their staff $500 as a stipend was in order to boost their morale and show them how much they cared about and appreciate them. Pero aquí en Brownsville, $100. $100. One Benjamin. Somebody commented about their language, and the comment was removed. One Benjamin. One Benjamin, guys. One Benjamin. And then they have to pay taxes. And then they have to pay this and that. And then all of a sudden, boom, you got $70. Yeah, actually, that's right, Anna. $70. Aquí en Brownsville.
That doesn't even pay for the installation of the Wi-Fi.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
And I'll get you on the video after we finish this segment. Sorry, send it to me later, please. Sorry.
Some of these teachers, have to pay extra because now they're forcing them to do Zoom, and so it takes a lot more bandwidth. So they got to call their internet service provider to give them more bandwidth. So guess what? $100 isn't going to cover what they're going to need.
Nothing.
When Payaso, the superintendent, is forcing these employees to be able to go and Zoom.
Zoom.
Come on, man, $100.
Hey, Jason says that meeting was a joke. It was a joke. It was a lot of little grandstanding. We care about the children. That Cowan guy seemed drunk or on drugs. Yeah, we care about the children. Shut up. $70 doesn't even cover groceries in a week. Not the way I eat. Heck no.
And then they want the teachers and the employees to sit and Zoom for 8 hours a day and not even take a lunch. Come on, that's BS.
That is crazy. Oh, but now employees and students, we are as parents have to pay for internet service. That's right. Send everybody in Brownsville $100 stipend. Why don't you? El Cuervo y las Urracas de VISD. Did school district get permission from parents to use Zoom? No, they didn't. And actually, I read, I think it was in the New York Times or one of those not so fake or fake news newspapers that it's illegal. You have to get parental permission in order to do that. Who is going to pay for our service too? That's right, Brenda. I'm so frustrated with the online schooling. I can't imagine how the teachers feel. Están hasta la ca. I can't say what. They're bombarding us with more work than they did during the year. That's right. But it's not the teacher's fault, guys. Andres, it's not the teacher's fault.
Erasmo, you get more from this guy right here, who's not a superintendent, than you do from the current superintendent. This is the superintendent. We have a BISD.
He's picking up it
of the district. They don't care about you.
¿Qué onda, Eduardo? ¿Cómo estás? It was a disaster, guys. And I think the superintendent was getting like a little frustrado, and to the point where he said, do you have what he said, Frankie, or should I say it?
I'll play it.
What did you say?
You guys know, it was funny. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You cannot make this stuff up. Listen.
Please understand that, we've heard everything that you've been telling us. Are we doing anything right also? Because,
oh my God.
You can hardly hear it. Sorry. But we'll try to get better sound equipment, Frankie. But what it says, can we do anything right? We're out there doing
right?
Are we doing anything right? Also, no, you're not doing anything right. You're absolutely not doing anything right. That's the problem. Exactly. They didn't get permission from parents for online videos being done or taking pictures of the students, even on Zoom. Yeah, what they wanted to complain about me doing, they're doing it like a million times over. And they're not only doing that, they're also letting people come in and be able to hack your account through Zoom. I love all my schools. Every single school in Brownsville. Every single one of them. I love all. BISD and not BISD too. Zoom can record your kids. Violates the law. Here comes lawsuits. You better believe it. Lawsuit supreme. You know why? Because they try to do everything a la Rush. A la Rush. And not Rush the band. Rush the band rocks with Tom Sawyer. Rocks.
I have the audio.
Yeah?
I have the audio.
we're trying, and I'm sure that the administrators are as well. Lots of things happening that are new. Please understand that, we've heard everything that you've been telling us. Are we doing anything right also? Because, we have... No, sorry, remember, this is personal. Yeah, no, I'm not personalizing. No, I'm just saying, there's 3,300 teachers. There's 54 campuses. Yes, you get the phone calls. We'll address them as we go, okay? But it's not that the sky is falling either. And it's not a reflection, perhaps, of
Thank you, Tony.
Okay? The sky is not falling.
There's a lot of good things.
People are dying.
I believe that these are things that are in isolation that we can work and fix, because we're fixing and learning as we go.
You're fixing and learning as you go? What the heck are we paying you $375,000 for? We're doing things and learning as we go. Why are we paying your deputy superintendents $400,000 for? To say, oh crap, before a meeting? Like, oh crap, I'm not ready with my PowerPoint presentation? What the heck? That's crazy. We're paying the guy $375,000. The richest, most guy in Brownsville. No one makes $375,000 a year. No one. And we're paying the deputy superintendents $200,000 each. And we have two. So $400,000, and they can't even get a PowerPoint presentation ready, and they go, "Oh crap!" I can say, "Oh crap." I think the city of Brownsville is saying, "Oh crap." That BISD board is, "Oh crap." I could use $400 right now. Actually, I'll be happy if I get $400. But it is crap. I mean, I'm sorry, it's been crap.
Yeah.
I mean, like M&Ms, so it's kind of hard to talk. And at the end of the meeting, the lady praised the superintendent like if he was a god. There's only one god in Brownsville. There's only one guy that wears a crown in Brownsville. That's me. Just joking. You too, Marco. It's crazy. Doesn't he have a doctorate degree and he comes out with his BS? Salud, Jose Luis de Monterrey. Jose Luis is chimed in from Monterrey, Nuevo León. I love Jose Luis. Jose Luis is like my brother. Hey, preach, Andres. Love you, man. It's a disaster, man. A lot of things that they're trying to implement now, we've been talking about for weeks. I mean, really, are we really getting our money's worth? We are not. In no way, shape, or form. Instead of being proactive, instead of getting the job done, they're being reactive. And we're not getting our money's worth. I mean, really, we're paying Baltasar Salazar $320,000. We're paying the superintendent $375,000. We're paying two deputy superintendents $200,000 each. That's $400,000. Are we getting our money's worth? Are we getting $1 million worth of service from these four people, Carlos?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, Luis, put in a good word for me. I want to go work at HB. Frankie, are we getting our money's worth, Frankie?
It doesn't seem like it. Again, we hope that they have the
preach, Edward.
The people's well-being, but every decision that they've been making from spring break to now has been
a disaster,
mind-blowing. So as of right now, no. Hopefully, this is a lesson learned. We'll be ready for the future, but as of right now, they haven't set foot in the right direction.
No, it's been
Frankie,
one misstep to the other.
The lesson learned is going to be an expensive lesson learned. When we've been saying it, I've been saying, you've been saying it for over 3 weeks. What is happening now? It's
hey, Luis,
I told you so. We shouldn't be there saying I told you so when it's the most valuable asset of BIZ are the kids and the employees. What are you doing? You're slapping them in the face by giving them $100. You got a little town over here, north of us, San Benito, who's taking care of the employees. All their employees.
All their employees.
They can recover FEMA monies. The lady, I don't know who she was talking, about FEMA this, that she read 300 pages of FEMA. She was talking. She know what the hell she was talking about.
No,
she's putting her employees as sacred. As the cows are going to be sacrificed. If we can't recover the money, if we can't do this, if we can't do that, guess what? You shouldn't have spent all the money in the fund balance, so you can take care of the employees for this specific reason.
Take care of the teachers. Take care of the staff.
Okay. Pay everybody what you need to pay them. Give them the
ability
to be able to teach from home. That's what they have to. Don't give them a slap in the face by giving them $100 and then you're going to tax them, 25% of that. So guess what? What are they going to do?
$100? I mean, really? $100? $100 doesn't even buy you toilet. $100 doesn't even buy you toilet paper. Can you buy toilet paper for $100 right now? You can't.
And the thing is contingent on the teachers providing documentation proof. So it's not an automatic. Oh, you're a teacher. Here's $100. No, it's show me what you
hang them by the legs.
And Juan Carlos Vega, he did post a comment on one of our posts on this on the $100. He said stipends should be paid to all personnel that are using their own personal internet / Wi-Fi to do their jobs, like paid mileage for school business. $100 is an insult. Pay us at least $250. That's reasonable.
At least. And you know what happens? And I'm glad he said that. A lot of the teachers, sorry, I burped. Are you feeling better? A little bit better, más o menos. I still feel it with a headache, but I'll talk about that in a bit. Guys, a lot of the
Yo
teachers,
mal me descansó el animal.
a lot of the teachers and a lot of the counselors out there, I know that they're driving around town trying to deliver the stupid packets. You know, it's all about the log. That's right. Log this, log that. I have teachers that are going back and forth trying to, fulfill the requirements that being asked of them so they could justify their paycheck. Justify their paycheck? What the heck? These are teachers. These are professionals. I mean, they're not making $375,000, but they're worth easily $375,000. I love you, Daddy Luis. Our teachers should get paid more than $375,000 for all the work that they do. But they're paying a guy out here from Edinburgh $375,000, an attorney from Houston, que el vato no hace nada más que 2 or 3 meetings a month, and $400 for deputy superintendents who can't even put a PowerPoint presentation together and go, oh, crap. They use the S word, but I can't say that one. But, guys, we're not getting our money's worth. We're not. In any way, shape, or form. And let me tell you, I don't think that there's one single teacher out there. Not what I'll bet every single hair on Carlos's head. Not one single teacher out there is happy. Not one. They're all frustrated. Erasmo, is the school year officially over? The school year was over during spring break. It was over. Over, Eduardo. Over. Because it was postponed but not canceled. It is done. It is finito. It is put a fork in it, bro. Over since spring break. Done. If the school year has ended, why in the hell are we still doing online? Because the stupid administration wants the teachers to have something to justify their paycheck. It's a slap in the face. And then they say, oh, we're going to give them a stipend. And then that is another slap in the face. Another slap in the face.
And not only that, Erasmo, the superintendent is telling people that the principals are going to do a virtual walkthrough while they're doing Zoom. What is he smoking?
Not the good stuff.
What the hell is he smoking?
Not the good stuff.
You're gonna do a principal's going to do a virtual walkthrough while a teacher is doing online classrooms?
Why so much control? What?
How are you
what?
going to do a virtual walkthrough?
Guys,
pop in doing a Zoom meeting and, hey, I'm here, class, and listen. I mean, really, that's ridiculous.
Look, teachers out there. I mean, does administration really think you're doing that much of a crappy job that they have to todavía, a pesar de all the stuff that you're going through?
They're paying you $100.
A pesar de everything that you're going through, now they still want to, let me go inside your classroom just to make sure that you're teaching. They're out of their mind. Amy says, so we all know that CDC confirmed that virus can live up to 30 days on that paper. Could that be a lawsuit against BISD or any school district for contracting the virus by contact with paper? Well, let me tell you, I will say yes, and I'll tell you why. Because we've been saying it for weeks. The CDC has already been saying it. I mean, stop moving stuff around back and forth amongst people. And people are out there getting packets and throwing packets here, getting packets there, going packets everywhere, and then deliver the packets. And you don't even know how many people have out there. Crackers whack, Kimberly. You don't know how many people out there have been grabbing the packets that you're trying to grab. It's crazy. So are lawsuits coming? I'll guarantee you lawsuits are coming. Makes no sense, Eggman. It makes no sense whatsoever. Big Brother at his best. Yes! At the bottom of the BISD website, it says that the mayor's demand for closing off schools for the rest of the semester will be ignored. That's another one. And the mayor and the governor basically said today the mayor was right. The mayor was right and the school district was wrong. But look, at the end of the day, guys, what are they teaching our students? They're teaching our students disrespect authority. Don't respect my authority. Respect my authority. Like Carmen said, they're actually saying, and this was the genius of the board attorney that's making $320,000, the superintendent, and Minerva la idiota. Minerva's an idiota, an idiot. Doesn't have 2 brain cells in her head that piece of poop idiot. No sense whatsoever. She thinks it's a hoax. She thinks that the Democrats are trying to put one over on Pobre Trump. It's not a hoax. It's a pandemic. That's all over the damn world. It's all over the world. She's still calling it a hoax. A hoax. But to have these people write a statement, place it on their social media, add it to their website, like Tony is saying, to say the mayor's request is void and unenforceable. That's disrespect. And look, and I've told my students out there, all my students, because all my students have come and asked me, Erasmo, do we do the work or we don't do the work? And I've been consistent, and I say, guys, out of respect for your teachers, do the work. Out of respect for your teachers, do the work, because they are being forced to do something that they don't want to do. Because if they don't justify their time, then their job and their paycheck is being threatened. And that's just crazy, Frankie.
So just to clarify, I believe Dr. Trevino had previously said that the grading wasn't going to be counted.
No.
But today there was several information regarding the teachers getting three grades for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of confused as to whether do we need to do the work or we don't. If you're failing, make sure you do some work so maybe you can catch up on it. There was several information in regards to grading. The seniors, if they needed English biology, they would have to go through the graduation plan that's going to be set out by TEA.
Yeah.
And again, quick dates real quick. On April the 27th, the district will be issuing out a progress report on the student. The teachers have 3 additional minor grades that are going to be collected from Monday, the 20th to May the 27th. And the final report card that's going to be mailed out to the parents is going to be in June the 8th. That will advise the parents whether their child failed the year or not. June the 8th.
¿Hasta qué año estudiaste? Eres demasiado ignorante. Si estás hablando de mí, pues sí soy un ignorante. Con todo respeto. I mean, no sé si estás hablando de mí, pero tienes mucha razón. Let me tell you, we've been consistent in regards with what we've said, and I'll repeat again. If you were passing before spring break, you will pass. If you were failing, those 3 grades that they'll get, they're going to get the best 3 grades from that 6 weeks and this next one. And those 3 grades are going to be to help you in case you are failing. That's what those 3 grades are for, which is fine. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't go against anything that we've said. Again, we've said if you weren't failing, if you were failing before spring break, teachers were going to help you throughout these days to make sure that you pass. But no one is going to get failed. No one is going to get failed. Yeah.
Erasmo, like Harlingen. Harlingen has all the students who had no credits due to the excessive absences should have their credits restored. Harlingen already reinstated credits for those students. Why is BISD not allowing these kids who had these issues? Why are we just ostracizing most of our well, again, I go back to the most valuable asset of BISD. I mean, Harlingen is doing it. What's up with BISD? We should be the forefront. We should be showing everyone else how much respect we have for our employees, how much respect we have for our kids, how much respect we have for our community. But here we don't. We do it last minute. We do everything 2-3 weeks behind.
Al toche el moche.
I mean, why is it that we don't cherish our most valuable asset?
Well, we don't, because for them, the valuable asset varies from them to us. Our valuable asset is our members of the community, which include our students, our personnel, our staff, our teachers, our educators, everyone. For them, the most valuable asset is the Benjamins, the money. Who thinks it's a hoax? Minerva Peña, the board president, thinks it's a hoax. The teachers union didn't do anything. The teachers unions actually they're now starting to come on board. Now, finally. And because of one of them, I literally called one out, and I said, what the hell? You're out there kissing the butt of the board and the superintendent when your teachers are full of stress and anxiety, and boom, automatically they change. So I'm glad they did change. I'm glad they started to see things the right way. To me, that to me was very uncalled for. It wasn't called for. The word choice was inappropriate. 100%. When they talked about void and undefense and unenforceable, it was very inappropriate. All of the info is misleading. 100%. But you know why? It's because attorneys get involved, and when attorneys get involved, it causes chaos, and it's convenient for the attorneys for there to be chaos, because if there's chaos, there is job security. There's job
That's
security.
exactly right.
So this guy, the board attorney, is going to continue to give them bogus information, because as long as there's chaos, he's happy because he has a job, and they love him. They love him. They love the superintendent. They love the deputies. Bus drivers are losing 5 hours of pay. How I took their wording. Well, they need to go talk to their teacher association, have them fight, or let me know. I'll fight it for them.
Hey, Erasmo, why don't they go talk to Prissy?
Oh,
Prissy's the one that was promising everything. Nobody was promising everything. Why don't they go talk to Prissy? Prissy's the one over there going over there, bending them over the damn fire coals. Not wanting to pay them, not wanting to give them what they deserve. Some of these individuals need to go in and go talk to these people.
But let me tell you, I blame some of the bus drivers, bro. And you know why? And sorry, Jason, but I do blame some of the bus drivers, because some of the bus drivers, they keep on believing their crap. They keep on believing their crap. And I've talked to the bus drivers directly, and I said, es que ustedes tienen la culpa. Ustedes todavía andan ahí haciéndole caso a estas personas que constantemente le están echando mentiras. And y'all believe them. And you always go to the wrong people for information. No, traen a la Prisi acá. Y a la Silvia, no, hombre, la Silvia era la dios de ellos. La diosa de ellos. La diosa para robarle la lana.
Dame un abrazo, Erasmo.
Okay. Laura could barely speak a word when she talked. Ay, pobre Laura. Pobrecita. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. I mean, come on, Laura. We expected so much better from Laura in those respects. I mean, come on, man. I mean, the right thing should have been done weeks ago, no matter if it was Erasmo that was saying it, no matter if it was Erasmo. It wasn't an Erasmo thing. It was the right thing to do, not because it came out of my brain. It's because other districts in the area were doing the right thing, guys. It's not that complicated. Do the right thing. Why is it so hard to do the right thing?
Erasmo, nobody else has the superintendent that the school district has. That individual, and I'm not kidding, has probably lost the respect of probably the whole city of Brownsville, including boys. I mean, he's just bad. He's just bad for our kids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, as that they have to really reevaluate. But let me tell you something, as that they're already throwing him under the bus. The school board is throwing him under the bus. As that, and I sent him a message actually, and I told him, I said, I posted it on social media. I said, they're going to throw you. You're going to be the scapegoat. They're going to throw you under the bus, lickety split, bro. And they're going to drop you like 100-pound weight, because you know why? Because it's election season, and they're going to want to get reelected. They're going to drop him.
Sacrificial lamb.
He's a sacrificial lamb. The teachers union didn't do anything. Brownsville is on top of the world right now. The world of corruption. Hop on Fort. I don't do Fortnite. I only do Gears of War 2.
Another thing that happened today was the board attorney did advise the board members that BISD does not have a policy in place to pay for premium pay for hourly workers. Right now, the district is trying to get money from FEMA But like we've seen from the small business loan that was given by the government, that well has run dry, and BISD is in the same predicament that FEMA
Love you guys.
might not cover, the additional pay. So the question is, where are we going to get this money? FEMA was also not going to cover electronics. Right now, there is a need for laptops, iPads. So the district is kind of in a pickle. We want to do distant learning, but at the same time, not all students, not all parents have the privilege of having Wi-Fi, having a tablet, having a laptop. So what does the district do? So it's going to be very interesting. I'm not sure if they implemented a policy to pay these workers premium pay while the school is shut down. So that's going to be very interesting. How much money will the district recoup from FEMA, from the federal government? As of right now, it's yet to be seen how much.
Well,
Frankie, you want me to tell you how much they're going to collect?
Zero.
They're going to collect zero because the leadership they have right now has not gone through the process to be able to facilitate FEMA to even consider the school district under the state of emergency how much they're going to be able to collect any monies. So they're going to blame all employees, and they're only giving $100 to the teachers, and that's why they're trying to, not pay the bus drivers and not pay the certified and any individual from this. They're trying to minimize the amount that they have to pay out because the district has to pay out right now. And then they go beg to FEMA to say, please help us. And guess what FEMA's going to say? You guys are a bunch of idiots because you should have prepared beforehand. You're doing this after every other school district has already gone and ran the race and won.
Exactly.
And not being trying to catch up. And guess what? That's why they're slapping every employee of the school district and only giving the teachers $100 because there's a higher probability to collect some money, which is not 100% of it, and back to the school district. But in that case, they're slapping every employee who's not a teacher and is not getting the stipend or the ability to be able to something to be able to continue to do the work for the school district, which in reality is for all the kids that are here, 40,000 plus. They're slapping everybody by just blowing them off.
Well, let me tell you.
So that's why they're not paying anybody because they know they're not going to get paid.
Well,
I guess who's going to get paid? Who's pay the bill? Who's going to flip it?
Brownsville people.
If doesn't pay for it. Taxpayers, man.
Let me tell you something.
Taxpayers.
I agree 100% with what Carlos just said. Remember that. I agree exactly with what Carlos said, and I'll tell you what the issue is, guys. The issue is we're 3-4 weeks behind everybody else out there. 3 or 4 weeks. And what you say is very true, Frankie. What you say is very true. We're 3-4 weeks behind everybody else. It happened with the Small Business Association with the PPP. If you didn't put your request in quick, what happened? Ya no alcanzaste lana, bro. We're 3-4 weeks behind. Why? Because they didn't want to do the right thing 3-4 weeks ago and started to plan. No, they were fighting us. They were fighting anyone that was making any sense out there. They're coming in late to the game. Carlos Elizondo, el piojo no te deja. Guys, late to the game because we're not being proactive. We're being reactive. And that is what's going to screw this district in the end. That's why we can't give our teachers something different or our staff. We're going to give them $100, si acaso, brought down to probably 70. Oh, and then summer school. Guys, we can't even finish the school year. And these people want to do summer school? Are they stupid? Are they literally stupid? Did you hear that? That they're thinking about summer school? What the hell? They can't even finish the year right. There's no room for summer school. It's over. Distant learning summer school. We can't get the regular year right. And we're going to do summer school?
They can't even get they haven't even started the graduation process or whatever they think they're going to do to get these kids graduated. They haven't even started that.
Pero mira,
you know, and not worried about summer school.
Guys, this is what the district. This is what the district needs to do, guys. And I've been saying it, and I'll say it again. End it all. Offer distant learning to whoever needs it, whoever wants it. Put the stuff up there. Get a little skeleton crew. Forget about summer school. They're going to pass anyway. No one is going to fail. But if in case one or two people need some help, help them out. Start focusing on next year, 2020, 2021. Yeah, this is done. This year is done, including summer school. Now they want to burden a community with summer school? It's madness. It's stupid.
Teachers have enough stress. The kids have enough stress. You know, every employee is already stressed out. You know, everybody's worried about catching this virus, what they're going to do. They're thinking about tomorrow not having a job. You know, now even the school district superintendent is telling people that if they don't do their Zoom meetings, that they're going to get written up. They might not even renew their contract. I mean, come on, guy. Really? Get back on your horse. Go back to Edinburgh. You know, you really need to make sure that we have really good people in the city of Brownsville. You just don't understand our culture. You want to help them. You're not from here. You don't care about our kids. You just want the $375,000 check. It's about time that you either, you know, put your big boots on, do the right thing, make the right choices.
Go home.
Don't worry about what your bosses are going to say. As long as you do what's best in the best interest of the kids and the employees, guess what, man? This community will support you. But right now, you've completely lost everybody. What do you think, Erasmo? I don't know, Frank. What do you think?
Hilda's saying they were fighting you. And let me tell you, you're right, Hilda. And you know what? 75% of Brownsville out there, they know that they were just out there being reactive to anything that we would say and trying to contradict anything when we were the only ones making sense, to where it got to the point that they had no other choice. Guys, y'all have been with us for the past month. One thing that we have said that they have not wound up doing anyway. One thing. Someone tell me one thing. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm not being nada. But tell me one thing that we have said that they have not finally gave in and done. Again, it's not rocket science.
Calling whenever for the past 3 or 4 weeks, you know, we've been relentlessly, you know, night in and night out, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day, talking about the importance of, you know, staying home, preventing, you know, kids, parents to be going out, picking up food. That the important thing is to quarantine. The less contact we have with the outside world, you know, the better. We've been saying this for 3 or 4 weeks, and we've got a lot of slack about it. We've been saying, hey, man, you guys sound like a broken record, and when are you guys going to give it up? And, you know, we keep on hearing that, but what do we see? We see totally the opposite. We see the writings on the wall. We see what's going on in Italy, in New York. You know, Cameron County, Rio Grande Valley, we have 9 deaths. And just barely getting to we're trying everything we can. It took the 4 weeks to set up a town hall, you know, because of the misinformation out there. They should have gotten behind the ball on the very first day and say, you know what? This is what's going on. This is how we're going to tackle it. This is how each board member or each administrator is going to be accessible to the public. But what happens? Brownsville Talk is here, and then they're talking smack about Brownsville Talk. Well, hey, we're here at the forefront. We're trying to be informed. It's sad whenever entities such as the size of this district hasn't been at the forefront since day one, and that's what bothers me.
Well, Frankie, I mean, yeah, you know, tell me one thing that we've been wrong on. One thing. One thing. I mean, anybody. One thing that we've been wrong on. Not a one. We've called it. We've called that the school was going to close. We called that we were going to hit high numbers. We called that we needed to stop this food stuff. And they were just tercos and tercos and tercos and tercos. Allá andaba little Eddie out there harassing employees that were out there serving and working for us. You saw no other board member doing anything else. And then all they talk about when they get on the board meeting Oh, the children. Pero dicen y hacen otra cosa diferente. Oyes, los conocerás por sus frutos. You'll know them by their fruits. Their fruits have been podridos. Rotten fruit.
And one thing I do want to mention that really bothered me, I view leadership as somebody with their foot on the ground, somebody working hand in hand. We did have a board member, and I'm not going to mention who, mentioned that, I've been to this, to the handouts of these meals. I've watched them, distribute out the food. Why don't they get in line, serve those food?
Little Eddie?
Why aren't they in the battlefield? It's for us to be like chiefs, hey, you do this, you do that. I would love my leaders to get their hands dirty. I would love to see them fronts.
No, hombre.
Is it safe for them to do that? I don't know, because they're not doing it, but they want somebody on minimum wage, making $10, $12, $15 an hour to risk their lives, to risk their family lives. Come on, guys.
And then you don't want to pay them.
And then, yeah, correct.
No, and then you insult them. Hey, be grateful that you have a job. What? Then you want to insult my people? Let me tell you right now. The food service people out there, the maintenance people, the teacher, those are my people, little Eddie. Those are my people. You don't go out there and you don't insult my people, bro. You may think that you're all this, I'm a politician. You're not a freaking politician. Carlos has won a race. Carlos has won an election. Erasmo Castro has won an election. Carlos, nos costó, Carlos. Nos costó sweat. Nos costó trabajo. That is an elected official. Little Eddie, you were appointed by a corrupt Sylvia ass-kissing board. That's who you were appointed by. And you expect to get an ounce of respect? Get out of here, man. You were an appointed person by a corrupt, bribe-taking from federal agents board. And you want to come here maristearte? Oh, I want to make the motion. I want to make the motion. Y se anda peleando el vato to make the motion. Get out of here, man. Get out. It's ridiculous. And who is suffering? The food service people. The people that are out there in lines passing out packets, diokis. The ones that are out there collecting packets, diokis. Those are the ones that are suffering. Those are the ones that aren't getting paid enough. Those are the ones that are not getting 4% raise, like the people in San Benito, which is an awesome town. I take it back about the rancho. Those are the ones that are not going to get paid $100, ni los $100. And then this board is going to spit in their face. Hombre, váyanse la porra. Váyanse la porra. And we're going to need your help in November. It's time for change. What else have we got here today? Change. Eddie, you're nothing for nobody. You can't even run and get elected. Run against me, Eddie. Run against Carlos. Run against the big boys, baby. Sorry. Frankie, anything else, Frankie?
No, just to wrap up, guys, we did have another death. Just in case you're just tuning in, we did have a 77-year-old from Los Fresnos succumb to the COVID-19 virus. That is the 9th death in the Rio Grande Valley. So, we the enemy is at our, backyard, so to speak. Be safe, guys. Take every preventative measure to isolate, to protect yourself and your families. We have yet to see the peak yet. We're still soaring in numbers. So anything y'all can to prevent, any contact from anybody outside of your household is highly recommended. Thank you so much for being with us, guys.
Thank you, Carlos. Any last words, Carlos?
Just keep safe, keep pushing. We need people in here to push the school district administration and board members to do the right thing for all their employees. Not just a select few. There is money there to make sure that these individuals get what they deserve. There's money there to make sure that this program, if they want to do this distance learning, gets done. This BS about, we have to do this, only we're going to collect money from FEMA, then if we don't, then we won't help the 100% of the employees. That's a bunch of bull. Everybody deserves to treat with respect so they can do the job that they're there to do. Nobody goes over there because they're making millions to be an employee of the school district. They're doing because they have a heart out there and help the children, to be successful. And every child counts. We cannot just, pinpoint the few that kiss up to a couple of, administration to get, the fruits of everybody. Everybody important.
Amen, brother. Guys, again, cannot stress enough. Be good to our people out there, to the people out there giving out our food, to the people working at HEB, working at Walmart, the people that are working at the restaurants. Guys, be good to all these people. I mean, they are out there doing their best to serve us. Be very appreciative of the people that are elected who are actually out there, giving us information. Thank you, Mayor Trey Mendez, for always keeping us informed. Judge Eddie Trevino, thank you again for your press conferences. Let's try to get the numbers a little bit sooner out there so that we could start thinking that we need to be a little bit more proactive. Guys, as much as you can, stay home. And I'm not saying, because someone said, Erasmo, but you went to Walmart. Yeah, I'm saying like not to completely te encerraste de todo el mundo, come back out like 20 years from now like Rip Van Winkle. What I'm trying to say is, guys, as much as you can, keep your children at home, keep your family at home. Ves a la tienda a traer tu comidita, ves a hacer tus ejercicios, lo que tú quieras. But, try to shelter at home, set your priorities straight. I appreciate y'all coming on, helping us out. For this little while, we're going to be working with Frankie's page. We're going to be working with YouTube. We're going to be working with Instagram, Twitter. While we remain, good night, Pedro, God bless you, while we remain in Facebook jail. But, it's going to be very short. It's going to be 26, 27 days. And that's not really a long time. It gives us the opportunity to build up this YouTube, to build up Instagram, to build up Twitter, because these next races, folks, these next races are going to belong to the social media powerful. And that's why we need to all work together. That's why I'm going to continue to encourage, please, please, please help us out in regards to promoting, letting people know that in regards to Facebook, we're going to be on Frankie's page. And in regards to the, to everything else, join up on Twitter, on Instagram. But please, if you can, push and share that the YouTube channel, because once we build up that YouTube channel to over 1,000, then we'll be able to post from our phones. Please, please, guys, thank you all so much for being patient with us. Again, we're here. We give up our time to research, to study, to dar al tanto, because an informed community is a powerful community, guys. Again, thank you all so much. God bless. Have a great evening, great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow. Frankie, are you doing the 9 o'clock or in the morning, or just we'll do a YouTube?
Whatever. We'll be on tomorrow. And I'm including the YouTube page in the comments.
Good.
So subscribe, guys.
Subscribe and send it to people and ask people to subscribe for us, please, guys. Please, please. And I hate doing that. I hate going like, oh, share my page. But for the YouTube, I am going to ask you, please do that, because once we reach that threshold, we'll be able to make this the channel a lot better. So please continue to ask your friends and family to join on that. God bless you, Jesus, Denise Sanchez. God bless y'all. Good night. Frankie, everyone. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll be here just to do a little quick wrap up. And again, we'll be on YouTube and we'll be on Frankie's page. God bless. Take care and see you soon. Many blessings.
Guys.